Okay, this is a test to see the different reactions of these 4 inks. We have Rowney, which is an acrylic ink, Liquitex, which is an acrylic ink, Dr. P.H. Martin, which is a watercolor ink, and Jim Holt's alcohol ink. Now, the first thing I did is I just did a little squiggle of them on a plain white tile. And the alcohol ink spread out immediately. The rest of them just kind of sat there. And you'll notice bubbles in these two, probably from me shaking them to get them mixed up. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I just have some water in a little spritz bottle. And I'm going to spritz them to see if any of them do anything. Okay. They do tend to react to water. Now, I would have to wait for them to dry in order to try anything else. So I think what I'm going to do is pause the video and grab another tile. Okay, I grabbed another tile. And I'm just going to push this one out of the way. Bring this one back. Now, one of the differences might be I did clean the first tile with alcohol, but I dried it really well. But this one I have not cleaned with alcohol. It's fresh off the shelf, and I'm just wiping it. It's got a little ink from my hands on it. So the first thing I want to do is try the alcohol ink and see if it spreads just like it did on the other one. So I'm going to put it in the same place here. I got to steady this camera. And yeah, it just likes to spread out immediately. It doesn't care what the surface was cleaned with. Okay. So then I'm going to take these 3 inks again. And I'm just going to draw a little squiggle here, and then I'm grabbing the Liquitex, and I'll draw another squiggle here. They kind of look pretty much the same, although there's some chunkiness going on in the bottle. Something might not be mixed up all the way. And now the watercolor ink, which just kind of sits there. The other ones sit there as well. It's just that they have chunky stuff within them. Okay, now from over here on the side, I'm going to just aim the alcohol bottle and see what happens. Alright, the watercolor ink kind of beaded up. The alcohol ink got some really cool spots in it. And the 2 acrylic inks are growing feelers. So this is kind of cool. Just something to test out. Now the alcohol ink is kind of growing feelers, and it kind of healed itself back together. But I'm going to hit it with air, and they all seem to blow pretty well, except for the alcohol ink because it has dried. So there you have it, today's test. Thanks for joining us.